Hi guys, so I'm gonna read this comic a bit early. I was gonna wait, but a viewer wanted me to read it, so I'm gonna read it a bit early. But it's Fantastic Four Annual number 3. So there's a lot of characters that appear in this. I think it's pretty much the whole Marvel universe at that time, like appears in this story. It's because it's where Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman get married. So special king-sized annual, 72 big pages. Fantastic Four. Sensational, The Wedding of Sue and Reed, featuring the world's most colossal collection of costume characters, crazily cavorting and capering in continual combat. This is the big one. So I'm going to try to identify the ones I know from like left to right. So there's Wasp, Angel, Namor, I think that's Two Gun Kid, Daredevil, Dragon Man, Crimson Dynamo, Iceman, Medusa, the Hulk, Spider Man, the Leader, Red Skull, the Beast, the Melter, I think, the Thor, Quicksilver, Executioner, Enchantress, Loki, Atuma, Captain America, the Black Knight, his horse is in the background, Cobra, the Super Scroll or one of the Scrolls, Cyclops, Mole Man, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Doom, Nick Fury, the Wizard, Mr. Hyde. I don't know. I think that's Rick Jones. The Red Ghost and his Super Apes. This guy. This gray guy is the only one I don't know who. I don't know who this is. Or I think it's supposed to be Kang actually. Kang the Conqueror. It might be Kang the Conqueror. I don't know, but Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Mad Thinker, and the Awesome Android, the Unicorn, Mandarin, Diablo, Human Torch, the Thing, Grey Gargoyle, Nick Fury again, Hawkeye, Iron Man, and Jean Grey, Marvel Girl. So that's all the characters on the cover. And also the two most requested FF issues since number 1. We've already read them, but a complete and unabridged. Issue number 6 featuring Submariner teaming up with Doctor Doom, and a reprint of number 11, and the greatest annual of all time. So the fabulous FF hold a long-awaited wedding, only to find bedlam at the Baxter Building. Written by Stan Lee, drawn by Jack Kirby, inked by Vince Colletta, lettered by Artie Simek, catered by the Bullpen Gang. The most sensational, super spectacular ever witnessed by human eyes. This is Daily Press. Today's the day, wedding bells for Reed and Sue. In the fortified castle in Latveria, the absolute monarch of that tiny nation tears the newspaper to shreds in a fit of uncontrollable rage.
Reed Richards, the only man in the world ever to defeat me, getting married today. This is my greatest chance for revenge. Now when he least expects it, my attack must be foolproof, irresistible, all-powerful. Only by scoring the greatest victory of all time can I wipe out the humiliation of the past. Since the Fantastic Four are the greatest fighting team the world has ever known, only one thing will be sure to destroy them. An even greater team of superpowered foes, a veritable army of the most deadly villains alive. And by skillfully manipulating my high-frequency emotion charger, I can fan the flames of hatred in the hearts of every evil menace in existence. I shall transform their wedding day into the day of their final destruction.
But let us leave the world's most dangerous arch-villain as we span the ocean to join the eagerly excited crowd milling in front of the Baxter Building, waiting to catch a glimpse of the world's famous celebrities who have come from near and far to attend one of the most eagerly awaited weddings in history. Keep moving, folks. Don't crowd around the TV cameras. This telecast is brought to you as a public service. Get another pan shot of the crowds, Charlie. Right this way, Senator. You're just in time. It looks like the whole city turned out today. Personal note from Stan and Jack. If you are a name dropper, you're really going to have a ball. Now, ready? Here we go.
Hiya, Stark. Say,
I thought they only wore them hats in cartoons, where kids toss snowballs at rich geezers. I thought I'd get out of the mothballs for this occasion.
Wow,
you sure didn't find her in no pile of mothballs, chum. Why, thank you, Mr. Thing. Oh, Heidi, isn't Tony Stark the absolute living end? You know it is, Patsy. So this character was Patsy, I can't remember her last name, but she became Hellcat. Patsy Walker, I think. And that was like a girl's comic. She was in a girl's comic made by Marvel back then. And later she got made into a superhero, so that's the girl with the red hair. But let's see if we can find Millie the model. I heard she had an invitation. And yeah, Millie the model was another girl's character made by Marvel. We want Irving Forbush. We want Irving Forbush. So again, I think I said this on one of my earliest videos, but Irving Forbush, from what I understand, was like an inside joke at Marvel. Was like an inside joke. But completely unnoticed in the milling throng, the paranoid puppet master clutches a small lifelike figure.
This is the chance I've been waiting for. No one will suspect that the next guest will be under my control. This must be another VIP. They all look alike in them monkey suits. I might as well shake hands with him. He can brag about it for the rest of his life. Stop! Hold it! Don't touch his hand! Good work, you guys. Lucky we got him in time.
This'll put him out of action for a while, Colonel Fury.
Hey, what in Sam Hill's going on here? S.H.I.E.L.D.'s hidden brainwave camera took this picture of that guy's head. See these two mental patterns? It means,
another was mind controlling him. So that guy over here is Gabe Jones, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and that's Nick Fury. But, well, what do you know?
If not for Fury's agents, the Thing would have shaken my subject's hand, and it would have injected him with enough poison to kill him on the spot. I have sworn never to attack the Fantastic Four again, and yet something seemed to force me to do it, almost as if someone is actually controlling me.
That someone is Dr. Doom, although the Puppet Master will probably never know it, Stan.
But I feel an aura of evil in the air all about me, as though some powerful, sinister force is secretly at work. Some force which will make the others attack the FF, until they're finally destroyed. The coast is clear now, my three beauties, and so the time has come for the Red Ghost and his Super Apes to finish the job they began many months ago, the job of annihilating the Fantastic Four.
Meanwhile, in the luxurious lobby of the Baxter Building, is something wrong, Mr. Grimm?
You bet your life. I got a warrant stretcher that someone's out to Cloudburst today.
I can't do it. It's his blame wedding day. I don't want to spoil it by worrying the two of them.
You're supposed to be a big brain. What do you think I had to do, Professor?
Be on guard, my friend. My mutant brain senses danger even now. And at that moment, look, a drill! Boring through the floor of the lobby.
Get back, Professor, if it's what I think it is. Ha! Little did they dream that the Mole Man would dare attempt such a brazen attack. Smash the Thing, brainless ones! The other is an invalid who cannot harm us.
But that invalid can cause far more harm than any suspect.
Professor X calling the X-Men. Red alert!
Red alert! Hurry, the Professor needs us.
But who dare threaten us now?
Whoever it is, the X-Men will handle him.
That's for sure, Angel. After all, mere loquaciousness cannot vanquish an adversary. The X-Men, my stun staff will drive you back. What? Never have I seen anyone dodge so quickly.
You probably tell that to all the beasts. I'll keep him off balance telekinetically while we form a battle plan. Far be it for me to interfere, lovely lady. I've got to stop those charging subterraneans. Marvel Girl, Beast, duck out of the way, quick! One high-intensity power blast ought to do the trick. Attaboy, Psyche. Well, we got him on the run. They're racing back underground. Now all we gotta do is find a way to cork them up. Must you leave so soon? The party's just beginning. Professor, how can we make sure they don't return? I suspect that Iceman can take care of that. Heads up, guys. I got some more of them for you. When you attack one X-Man, you attack all of us. Remember that next time. There, that solid mass of ice will seal the opening and push them steadily down as it keeps melting. Look out, Junior. Don't splash that stuff on my rented duds. You guys make sure the mole man stays down there while I cut out. Now I gotta warn Reed, even if it is his wedding day. Hey, Stretch! Where in Sam Hill you hiding? Oh no! Help! Help! A scream from in there! And it sounded like Alicia. Crash! I was expecting you, Thing, and so was my trained baboon. Ugh! His high-voltage shock ray is all ready for you. What was that scream, that crash? Ben, what up? Those beasts. They're the Red Ghost Super Apes. Reed, darling, hurry. I'm holding them off as long as I can with my invisible force field. Don't worry, Alicia. We'll be all right now. Greetings, Richards. Now that I have my orangutan is holding your arm, we have an old score to settle. If you harm those girls, he won't harm anyone, Reed. Not while the Human Torch can. Flame on! Have you forgotten? Fire cannot affect the Red Ghost unsullied body. I got to pull free. Uh-oh, what do I do now? Now that you see how powerless you are to stop me, I will subdue you forever with this instantaneous electrode scrambler gun. Get back, Johnny. I'll take the blast. My body's natural resiliency will give me greater protection. But suddenly there is a mysterious hum from the doorway. A strange unearthly force envelops the Red Ghost and his inhuman slaves. As, within one brief microsecond, they leave our space-time continuum, only to enter a totally alien dimension. Reed, did you see what I saw? How? There's your answer. It's Dr. Strange. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, my mystic amulet has banished them to a distant netherworld. Alicia, baby, come to your blue-eyed Benji boy. We're mighty grateful to you, my friend. I won't forget this. You have aided me in the past, Richards. 'Tis I who am grateful to the chance to repay my debt. It seems, alas, that danger takes no holiday, not even for a wedding. I don't like it, mister. There's something rotten going on. Too many of our old sparring partners are popping up out of nowhere at one time. You're right, Ben. Wedding or no wedding, as of right now, we're all on alert. Reed, what does it mean? We're under attack by some powerful unknown foe, darling. And at that moment in Latveria, the foe whom Reed refers to smiles a sinister, triumphant smile. It's done. My emotion layers calls to me most deadly array of evildoers, ever assembled to converge upon the Fantastic Four. Then, as to prove the truth of Dr. Doom's words, some inner voice said to me that the Mandarin must not miss the wedding. And it seems as the same inner voice is whispered to many other familiar figures as well. So that's Black Knight and Mandarin, and emissaries of evil from out of the past, the present, and in one instance, even the future. There's Kang the Conqueror, some whom you may have forgotten, some of whom you may have missed, the awesome android and Grey Gargoyle, as well as those who have fought enemies other than the Fantastic Four, but stand ready to battle the FF now. But luckily, not all who head for the Baxter Building are creatures of evil. That strange craft is like none I've ever beheld on Earth, and he who pilots it is no human being.
One of Earth's costume defenders. He sees me. He must be destroyed. This time none shall stop the Super Skrull from defeating the accursed Fantastic Four.
Temporarily stunned by this sudden blast attack, the mighty Thor plummets earthward, but at the last second,
I'd break my fall by catching my hammer upon this roof edge. And now whoever callous attacker may be, he will feel the awesome wrath of a vengeful thunder god. Never shall that spacecraft menace another. So speaks the son of Odin. I possess every power known, including the power to float on air. Now prepare to die at the hands of the galaxy's greatest warrior.
Yeesh, I heard a noisy weddings, but this is ridiculous. The explosion came from, look, right above us, up in the sky. Oh, Reed, it's like an evil omen, warning us of our wedding. Don't worry, sis, nothing's going to stop your wedding. Whatever's wrong up there, the torch will take care of it. Flame on! Then as the torch is lost to sight,
maybe you two should have just eloped.
Ben, that was very uncalled for. It's all right, Alicia. There's a lot of truth in what Ben said. Oh, Reed, what will we do? The only thing we can do. Murdoch, something's happened. As our lawyer, will you tell the guests there'll be a slight delay? Of course, but is there anything I can do?
Sure.
Do what he told you to without asking full questions. Karen, would you and Foggy relay Richard's message to his guests? All this excitement is getting me down. Poor Susan Storm. I can just imagine how she must feel. Sure, Matt, you sit down and take it easy. We'll be right back. Thanks, I will. But as soon as he's alone, the sightless man makes a quick change and proceeds to take it easy in the most unusual manner. It seems as though a gigantic invasion of evil has hit the city. And if it has, it's time for Murdoch's masquerade to end, and Daredevil's to begin. A truck speeding dangerously past. I can clearly hear every word that's said.
Faster, faster! Hydra will pay you double if our plan succeeds.
This vortex bomb will level the Baxter building within seconds.
Look out, it's Daredevil! Ooh!
I hate to spoil your fun, boys, but it's not polite to interrupt a wedding.
I'll get him. He won't stop us now. No, don't use your gun. Stop shooting, you fool. You'll set off the bomb. Crack.
Jump, leave him alone on the truck. It will blow up as soon as it hits something. It'll finish off Daredevil when it does. Now that's the most depressing item I've heard all day. Hydra may be out to kill Nick Fury, but I don't intend to let them cheat me out of my piece of wedding cake. Meanwhile, other wedding guests join in the fray.
I'll take the sky route, gents.
Full speed, Quicksilver. I'll follow you as best as I can. When I reach full speed, nobody follows me.
Now that he has left you behind, Captain America, I can strike. I would have preferred Thor, but the Cobra is not too choosy about his victims.
Thump! You didn't expect me to throw myself back against the wall, using you as a buffer.
Captain America.
That voice. The Executioner. Coming around the corner. I've got to time this just right. Now! You shouldn't announce your attack, my puggly friend.
Oof! He is faster, more agile, but you're the most powerful. Smash him now, before he can get away.
It will only take one punch, Enchantress.
But you forgot one thing. The punches to land.
A battle between good and evil. Too long as Mr. Hyde remained in the shadows. Every fiber of my being clamors to join the attack. One side, Executioner. I will show you how to destroy an Avenger.
Not if this steel lock arrow can help it, mister. Don't applaud. Hawkeye does it every time.
Phew. His bow is bewitched, but I possess the power to destroy it.
Just stand pat, beautiful, and nothing will happen to you.
But alas, the same doesn't that does not hold true for you. With one simple gesture, I can create a deadly spell. Falling safe. No time for me to sidestep.
But at that split second, a powerful net of gossamer thin, super strong webbing catches the deadly object, deflecting it from its target. Look out below! A thing like that could really hurt a fella. When they give out medals, save one for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. As far as I'm concerned, you can have the whole set of them, chum. I always wondered, I've noticed something in the old Fantastic Four stories. Spider-Man is never, like, when he's drawn, you only see, like, his hand or, like, him not as Spider-Man. I think that was intent, like, this is a cutout image. I've seen this image before. This was drawn by Steve Ditko. I think the reason why is because for some reason Jack Kirby couldn't draw Spider-Man correctly. Because it's something I've noticed, like, whenever you see Spider-Man in the Fantastic Four comics, like, he's always, like, or, you don't really see him too much. You only see, like, bits of him. So I think maybe Stan Lee thought, like Jack Kirby couldn't draw Spider-Man properly or something. I don't know. But
I knew that arrow couldn't hold Mr. Hyde.
Don't worry, I got more where that came from.
Step aside, Executioner. I cannot use a spell while you block my way.
A plague on your spells. If I could land but one solid blow.
And meanwhile, a few blocks away,
one stun blast from my lance will finish Daredevil. He cannot hope to resist the attack of the Black Knight.
But there is one who can, one called the Angel,
a winged X-Man. Fine to challenge me.
You've had it, Lancelot. The tournament's over.
Scree. It is for you.
His speed is uncanny. He maneuvers like an actual bird. Okay, Tinhead, you've had your fun. Now it's time to pay for the entertainment. But in the street directly below,
my new nerve ray ring will immobilize the Angel before he can force the Black Knight from his saddle.
Ugh, can't move. What happened? That's the Mandarin down there.
And not a second too soon.
But before the temporarily paralyzed Angel can fall to earth. Nice catch, Beast. The most sensational feat of my career. And you make it sound like I'm playing left field for the Little League. We'll swap praises later. Right now there's a rugged reception committee waiting for us below. My only chance is to scatter them by bowling them over with a heavy ice missile. Tarry with them as you will, my frigid friend, while I seek sanctuary for our fallen eagle. But before the daring Iceman can launch his assault, he is beaten back by an overwhelmingly stronger force of powerful adversaries. So there's Electro, Mandarin, the Unicorn, the Melter, and Beetle.
First we'll destroy Iceman, and then the Fantastic Four, and then the city. Speak for yourselves. My goal is nothing less than world conquest. It's almost too easy. Who could ever stand up to us?
I can. Cyclops. Boy, am I glad to see you. Get around that corner. Shield your eyes. Only a high-intensity blast can stop them. But as Cyclops' awesome full-strength power blast is unleashed, it strikes the concerted energy of the other rays, causing a shattering concussion. But by the time the smoke clears, almost every superpowered combatant in the area has heard the explosion, and the two opposing forces converge upon the spot in the greatest battle royale ever recorded within human memory.
Avengers assemble!
Flame on! They must be stopped out here. They mustn't get to the Baxter Building, where Sue and Alicia are.
It's clobbering time!
I wonder who this guy... I think that's the Eel. He was like a Human Torch villain. I think that's supposed to be the Eel. It's not Electro, because he's wearing like a different mask. So I think that's supposed to be the Eel, and that's Diablo. And I don't know who this guy is. He has like a mustache or something. I don't know. But I don't think that. Yeah, that's not Mandarin. I don't know who that is. But suddenly, the sharp-eyed Iron Man sees a monstrous new menace entering the scene.
The Mad Thinker and his awesome android. I gotta stop him before he hurls himself into the fight.
My android can change his body structure to match any foe. Watch him become a creature of steel, many times your equal.
It'll take more than a metal shell to beat me, long hair. Nothing can match my power transistors. Least of all that overgrown lump of silly putty. Don't run off so soon, friend. I don't intend to ignore you either.
While racing through the city, we find someone chasing me, moving so fast I can barely see him. The human top, I've heard tell of you. You being known to boast that no one can ever match your speed. Now you shall make that boast no longer, for in Quicksilver you have finally met your master. So the human top later became the name Whirlwind later on. But at that instant, the greatest danger of all rises awesomely out of the waters surrounding the vast metropolis, the sprawling city whose midtown area has been evacuated, save for the colorful hordes battling relentlessly, as we have seen.
The golden moment is at hand. Mankind shall feel the might of Atuma's legions.
Atuma, merciless warlord of the deep. Atuma, who intercepted the emotion charger of Dr. Doom, the impulse that was meant for Submariner himself. Dr. Doom's emotion impulse never reached Prince Namor, for he was too far beneath the surface on a fantastic quest, as every reader in Astonished number 72 knows, Stan.
Attack! Today we conquer a world!
But the most dramatic coincidence of the year occurs at that instant. Careening madly up to the waterfront is a speeding truck carrying a deadly cargo. I've made it. Now I've only seconds in which to leap to safety. The waters of the Hudson will cushion the bomb's impacts enough to save the city, so no one will be harmed. And boom! As Daredevil prophesies, no one is harmed, except the vast invasion force of a thunderstruck Atuma, all pulled back to the watery depths by the irresistible giant vortex. Sorry about that. Yeah, and as unaware of what has transpired at the waterfront, we find our forces are too evenly matched. If only we had the power of the Hulk, and yet would he fight on our side? I gotta break away. I hear someone calling, as though from another world. Alas, we may never know whose side the Hulk would choose, for like the Submariner, Dr. Doom was unable to reach him, and in any reader of Astonished number 72 can see why. But look who is here. I think the Hulk what they're talking about with the Hulk, Namor was trying to find like some sort of magic conch shell or something, and the Hulk was trying to find, or Hulk was either captured by the leader or he was in space. I can't remember. It was one of them. But the Watcher. But I thought you were forbidden to interfere with other races. It is so written. And yet, if you dare venture into the unknown with me, you may find the key to victory. Instead of taking the easy way out with a simple, exaggerated drawing, we now present the published photo of a journey up through the fourth dimension for the benefit of the science buffs among you. Where is our destination? There are no words in your language to describe its location, mortal one, but suffice to say that it is the home of the Watcher. And yeah, that looks really creepy. I don't even know what's going on here. It's like a bunch of rocks, and that's really creepy looking. But in what seems to be a twinkling of an eye, Earth's most brilliant scientist finds himself in a laboratory whose wonders beggars description. I am at liberty to explain nothing, to offer nothing. Yet, if you should see something that might help you, I am not permitted to interfere with whatever you may do. I've got to understand the function of these devices. Everything depends upon it. Then, after long, agonizing moments of seeking, studying, soul-searching, this is it! The only thing to defeat our enemies! It must be! Its power is unimaginable, Reed Richards. If used wrongly, it can destroy you. I can say no more. Return to your own world now. What of you? Will you remain here? Yes, for my task is merely to watch, and my eyes can pierce the universe. So go not you now, and do what must be done. The fight still rages. I have just time to use the machine. Within seconds I'll have achieved my greatest victory, or tasted my final defeat. And then the man whose life is devoted to knowledge, to the mastery of science, this crusader who has never learned the meaning of surrender, this leader of the most famous fighting team Earth has ever known, dares to activate a totally alien weapon, with only his skill and courage to bolster him, until finally, it's working! I analyzed it correctly. I could tell by its composition, its construction. It had to be a subatronic time displacer, capable of transporting living beings back to the immediate past. They'll return to where they were before they attacked, with no memory of what has happened since. You did it again, Stretch. You dug up a nutty machine out of nowhere, and pow, no more bad guys. Hey, what gives? That Gizmo got rid of our sparring partners is vanishing. It's all right. It's just going back to where it came from. We won't speak of it anymore. Minutes later, the victorious bridegroom-to-be is carried triumphantly back to the girl who awaits him. Only one man could have caused that mass attack. Only Dr. Doom is the evil genius, the power. But the Watcher's machine changed all that. The one responsible will lose his memory of the event too, so Doom will also remember nothing. Clear the way! We're going to a wedding after all. Then finally, one of the most eagerly awaited moments in the annals of modern literature takes place. Amidst the scent of violets and the strains of "Oh, Promise Me," I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss your bride. Sue, my darling. We're married at last, and nothing will ever part us, my beloved. I just know it's the most beautiful ceremony in the whole world. It sure had a far-out beginning. No mere words of ours can truly describe the tenderness of this moment, so we won't even try. And as the gala reception begins in the grand ballroom, Colonel, there are 2 party crashers outside giving the boys a hard time. They say their names are, I don't care who they are, Gabe. No one comes in without an invite. That's an order. You heard the man. So that's Dum Dum Dugan and Gabe Jones. So you heard the man, gents. Now, you better go peaceable. But you can't keep us out. Don't bet on mister. This way out, you guys. You haven't seen the last of us. We have ways of getting even. Beat it, you bums. I've been threatened by experts. Go gargle a grenade, you big stiff. How about that? Imagine them keeping us out, Stan. We'll show 'em, Jack. Let's get back to the bullpen and start writing the next dish. The end. And there you have it. Sue and Reed are now man and wife, and we hope you got a few chuckles and a few thrills out of our tale. A new chapter in the life of the FF will soon begin, and we'll share it with you together as always. And that's the end of that. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.